a one-size-fits-all trading strategy. Does it exist? I'm going to go ahead and ruin that right now. No, it does not exist, and here is why. To best illustrate this, I want to just go through a whole nother different kind of scenario, and then I'll talk about it and kind of tie it back into just trading as a whole. So let's say that for whatever reason, look, I just don't know how to have fun. So that's your problem, right? You want to have fun. But you know, how exactly do you have fun? And you're thinking, well, you know, that's what I'm interested in. That's kind of the problem. I need some sort of solution. And your solution is, hey, you know what? I see some guy offering, whether it be like a subscription service or some sort of course, and it's going to teach me how to have fun. In fact, they're sitting there, you know, saying, oh, we have the funnest of all fun. I know how to have fun. So you're like, you know, okay, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and buy that course. So to me, that seems like the solution. I'm going to buy the course. And then in the course, his solution is, hey, you want to have fun? This is how you have fun. You go skydiving. And then that is his solution to the problem of how exactly do you have fun? So that brings up the question, all right, was this a success? Was this money well spent? Well, you know what? It actually depends. What does it depend on? Well, it depends on something that we would call risk tolerance. What do I mean by that? Well, maybe you're thinking right now, wait a second. Skydiving does not sound fun at all to me. And if I bought a course about how to have fun, and then it was just, hey, go skydiving, or replace that with maybe go deep sea diving in underwater caves, or you know, go running with the bulls over in Spain. You think, wow, I feel ripped off. I feel like this was some sort of just gimmick type scam type. No, I don't feel good about that at all. Again, why? Well, that doesn't sound fun. Why doesn't that sound fun? Well, your risk tolerance does not really fit into that definition of fun. Now, to be fair, could you be like, oh yeah, this money well spent, excellent course, I go skydiving, and you know what? I absolutely love it, and it is fun, and I'm very happy. Yeah, that is possible too. But it all goes back to kind of, you know, what's going on up here. If somebody is saying that they have a system, a strategy that works for everybody, is that really going to be the case? When it comes to trading, absolutely not. For this very reason right here, which then boils down to risk tolerance. If somebody is proclaiming that they have a system, you know, mainly the one that I see all the time out there is, you know, like a shorting penny stock one, or, you know, in Forex, hey, buy my little signals, and when this and that happens, and, you know, all that, and, you know, just little my trading robots. There's another example about, hey, my system's going to work for you, and it'll work. That's just not how it unfolds. That's not the reality of the matter, because maybe that strategy is going to have you sitting there, you know, biting your nails the whole time, freaking out because your risk tolerance is not the same as the person that is telling you, hey, this is the system that works for everybody. Nothing works for everybody. The big key here, and what you need to be aware of, is tools. Is the course teaching you some sort of tools? Because the tools, if you know how to use those, they can help you build a system. They can help you build a strategy that's going to make it feasible for you because it's fitting into your personal risk tolerance. So for example, in this, you know, if the course was not just go skydiving, but it, you know, was, you know, ask yourself this question and then ask yourself this question. And depending on how you answer that question, well, then maybe you go down, you know, path A or path B, and then you ask yourself another question, or you got to notice this is more of a kind of just tools, a process to help you arrive at what you ultimately would think is fun. Whereas in trading, I'm not saying it has to be, but technical analysis. Now, for me to say technical analysis will for sure work for you, that is a very broad statement, because within technical analysis, there are all sorts of different nooks and crannies that you could go down. A quick example, maybe within technical analysis, you would find out, you know what, I like to buy breakouts. Maybe you're thinking, but I don't know. I don't like breakouts, but I like to play pullbacks. Again, very simple example, but it just shows having the tool of technical analysis, the use of charts, is going to help you start to kind of go through this process here and arrive at some sort of strategy, some sort of system that you feel comfortable with that fits inside of your risk tolerance system. So just be aware of that. I see it all the time. People saying that they have some sort of strategy that'll work for you. Well, what is the strategy? If the strategy is something as technical analysis, and I'll teach you the tools of technical analysis, and then it's up to you to figure out and to build a strategy, then fine. Now, as a little warning, if you're thinking, wait a second, I don't want to have to just learn tools and then have to build a strategy that fits into me. You know what? Just don't even try trading then, because that's how it has to be, because it all goes back to that risk tolerance. That's just the fact of the matter is you have to find something that you feel comfortable with. And if you don't feel comfortable with skydiving, or let's flip things. Maybe you are the person that likes skydiving, but then this course that you buy, they say, and the key to having fun is reading a book curled up next to the fire on a Friday night. Maybe you're thinking, that doesn't sound fun at all. Well, to somebody else that may sound fun, but it all goes back to, no, I need more risk than that. I want to be jumping out of a plane. So be very aware of this whole, marketing ploy, this sales pitch that, hey, my strategy turned me into a millionaire, therefore it's going to turn you into a millionaire. Or my strategy turned, this guy who might just happen to like skydiving into a millionaire, and it's going to turn you into a millionaire too. No, it won't. Because if you're not comfortable with skydiving, then you're never ever going to feel comfortable enough because of risk tolerance to have that be successful for you. Be focused on somebody that's teaching you broad tools, because then you can take those broad tools and build something that fits into your personal risk tolerance zone, which is different for all of us. We're not all the same creature. We don't all have fun in the same way, and that's all because of the whole risk factor. So just be aware of that. And I'm not saying you have to go buy a course. Obviously, I would love if you decided to buy my course, but just be aware in general. If you're looking at courses, and even if you don't buy mine, totally fine. But just what is actually the marketing? What are these people proclaiming to you? Maybe you don't want to buy a course at all. Make sure you're still learning broad sets of tools. Don't go through some free course that's going to teach you this is how you have fun, because you know what? It could be an ultimate waste of time if it doesn't fit into your personal risk tolerance. So, just check that stuff out. Make sure to look into it because time is valuable. You don't want to waste it. And of course, you don't want to waste money if you are somebody that's thinking about courses. So there is no one size fits all strategy, because not everybody's going to have fun skydiving, or not everybody's going to have fun curled up next to the a fire reading a book. We're all different, and we're all different again because of that risk tolerance.